One of my favorite things to do every year, at the AFCA convention every year they do a graduate assistant career forum where they'll have there's some big guys in the profession sit out there and talk for 2 hours about how to move about in the profession for GAs, and it's always Monday 8 a.m. Just to try to see who really wants to be there, and we're full. And most of it is just about how do I move from where I am to get a real job. And inevitably, it's different guys up at the front every single year, but inevitably one of them will say, don't just sit on Football Scoop and refresh it all day long. And I'm just sitting there, it's like, yes, please do that.
Yeah, but I mean, look, like in reality, like, look, you come into this profession as a young guy, right? And everybody, I'd love to be a college coach, or I'd love to get to the NFL. Well, how the hell do you do that, right? Where, if you didn't play at a high level and kind of just stay in it and go from becoming a player to a GA within a program itself, well, how do I advance myself? Or how do I, I've come back to my hometown and I'm coaching the high school here, but I'd like to get to the next level, right? And, Football Scoops allows you to do that. I mean, I remember as a young guy, I'm applying to jobs on the, we're New Jersey, we're two guys from New Jersey, but, I'm applying to jobs in like South Dakota, and I'm applying to jobs in Seattle, right? Or I would have never known about those had it not come from Football Scoop or whatnot. It's an incredible avenue for guys like us who are, all football guys, all in all the time. It's kind of a mix of like a job board and TMZ. I like to look at it like that, right? Because, you see the movement of coaches within it, and it's kind of interesting in that, so there adds that a little extra to it. But it's just, there's nothing out there like.
Yeah, and that's kind of boils back to the origin story. So Football Scoop was started in 1999 by a GA at the time at TCU named Keith Allen. And he was just kind of like, well, he was doing what every coach did at the time, calling around to every program he could find a phone number for, asking if they had jobs. And it was just like, well, if I'm doing that, everyone else in my position is doing that. So why don't I create a website? So now the site's in its 25th year, which is in internet terms is like 250 years. So that proves its need, its value to the community, and I'm glad to play a small part.
What are some of the trends that you're seeing in coaching?